Hello, good afternoon and welcome back. It is my absolute pleasure to invite the beautiful Caffekey back with us today, and we are going to be talking about twin flames. Yay! Our favourite subject. Cal, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. It's great to be back.
It's good to see you, mate. We were just having a really interesting conversation, weren't we, before we came on live?
We were.
So,
yeah.
Like I said, today we're going to be talking about twin flames, and for anybody out there who has not watched my video of yesterday, please go and give that a watch after this one. Yesterday I was just kind of like highlighting a few of my own personal opinions, should we say, perspectives on the twin flame relationship. Now, Kel is also a twin, and her twin is alive and she has met her. So we're throwing it out there today. We are actually going to be talking from our own perspectives. Now, Kel, I don't know whether you want to share ins and outs of you and your twin. I'm very elusive about mine, as you know, because he doesn't know that he's my twin. Not that I know anyway. So we certainly haven't had a conversation about it. So I'm a little bit aloof, I think is a good word to use. It's up to you how much detail you want to give or you don't want to give. And like, it's totally cool. I like the way that you're getting a bit uncomfortable.
No, I'm just like, okay. Okay, cool. So I will share as much as I can, because like you, I'm very protective, because she does know she's a twin, but she only knows she's a twin because I told her via email a little while ago. Okay, so just a real quick overview of my twin. So this is how amazing the universe is, guys. Okay, absolutely fantastic. I made a video on how to be a medium. All right, and it was on my old Facebook page, and I did an ad through Facebook, which I paid $5 for. I sent it to the whole of the United Kingdom. Okay, I think interests of, you had to like psychics and you had to like clairvoyance. That was the only criteria in the interest, because I had no idea how to work Facebook demographics or anything. Okay, she saw it, she replied to the ad. She never even saw me live or anything, and she said, I need to book you. And then 2 days later, this was in May 2019, 2 days later the camera switched on and I saw her and I went, oh my God, you're the one I've been looking for years and years and years. And I just knew. And then she said to me, she went, I feel like I've known you my whole entire life. And from that, very long story short kind of thing, we ended up having an incredibly intense relationship. Nobody knows. She's not even gay. Okay, so we had a very secretive relationship, where we used to be on Facebook video messenger for 6 to 7 hours a day. As soon as I'd done a reading, I would speak to her. We would end up texting the whole evening, and that went on for about 8 or 9 weeks. Kind of like, she started like things like, me being the second mum to her children, and it was just amazing, and it was really, really incredible. And of course, that's the whole amazing stage, isn't it, in the twin? I'm sure you've been there, Lucy. Okay, it's that amazing, this just feels so incredible, it just feels so beautiful. But then things started to happen. Okay,
it's the intensity that people don't understand with a twin.
No,
because everybody's out there searching for this thing, but it's the level of intensity.
Yeah, literally to the point of she was the much more awakened one than me in the beginning. Okay, so she was, as they say in twin flame culture, the divine feminine. Okay, because they always say, from my perspective, the divine feminine goes first. Okay, and I was very much in masculine energy when I met her. Okay, I just finished with a narcissistic relationship, wasn't looking for anything at all whatsoever. Along comes her, blows my world apart, is the most beautiful, gorgeous woman, or one of them, that I have ever seen in my life. And kind of like, it's just that you can't stop thinking about each other. It's everything. She said to me stuff like 11:11. Lucy, I had no idea what 11:11 meant. Okay, and I'm a medium. Honestly, I had no idea what 11:11 meant. And then she used to say to me, like, you're entwined, our souls are entwined. I've known you many lifetimes, all those kind of things. And it was just amazing. And then the real issues started to come up with the whole inner child stuff. Okay, and as per the video that we've made before on inner child, I do believe in meeting your twin, that it makes you the very best version of you. So anyhow, kind of like her husband found out about us, and we went through the crisis stage. I'm sure people know what the crisis stage is in the twin flame relationship. Then we got into run and chaser, and that's just amazing, isn't it? And then she ended up blocking me on all social media, deleting my number. She even changed her phone number, actually. We had one last video call in August 2019, and she basically turned around and she looked at me and she just said, "I'm just not good enough for you. But I want you to go out there and I want you to change the world, and I want you to be the best medium you ever can be in your whole life, and you make a difference." And she said, "I need you to know that I will love you every single day, and I promise, but I just can't be with you." And that was it. And after that, she just disappeared. So that's a very quick overview of my story. But it is it's the intensity. It's, yeah, you know what I mean, Lucy.
I really freaking do. And it's just, it's when you've got the wisdom, because for me, I didn't know at the time that all of this was happening, that this person was my twin. I found out afterwards, and then I was like, oh my God, it makes so much sense. And
oh my God, Lucy, that is exactly what happened to me. Right? This was September, so this is after she's blocked me, and I'm like, hold on a minute, I can get over everybody. Why are you in my thoughts 24/7? Why can't I stop thinking about you? And anyhow, I found out I was a twin flame because there was a post on Google. You know, Google give you the these are things we think you might like to look at.
yeah.
Yeah, you swipe on your phone and it said you might be interested in twin flames, and then beneath it had her location where she lives and a hospital. And I was like, oh, what's a twin flame, Lucy? And there we are, my lovely.
Isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting? Because the way that it is perceived, and I think this is what I was trying to get across yesterday in the video that I did, the way that it is perceived is that it is this beautiful union of you and your other half coming together in perfect unity, and everything is beautiful, when in reality it's the most awful experience you can live in your life, and I don't know why people chase it. Hang on, let me backtrack a little bit. It's not awful. It is obviously something that you have committed to going through this lifetime, so of course that's an incredible experience. However, as a human living in the human mind, it's hideous. I think that's what I can say.
Yeah, so for me, I believe that meeting my twin flame was to start my spiritual awakening, if I'm honest.
Beautiful.
And it was after that.
Sorry to just jump in, but isn't it interesting that you're an amazing medium, but you feel your spiritual journey started because of this person?
Yes, definitely, without a doubt. Like I said, I didn't know what synchronicity was. I'd seen it, but I've literally got to say, if she saw me now, I am nothing like that person that I was. And one of the things that I've got to say about your twin is whenever I look in her eyes, it reflects back to me exactly what my issues were. Okay. So if you said to me, what is my twin's problem? She has massive inner child issues. Do we have similar backgrounds? No, I have massive stuff that's happened in my inner child with sexual abuse and stuff. Hers, though, is very similar, but it's about not feeling good enough. So it's kind of one in the same. And she finished with me or whatever, just as I started my emotional freedom technique therapy that I'd purchased and bought. So the twins, everyone chases this amazing, it's going to be great. But actually, do you know what? It's constant purity. It is, they push you, push. Have you found that? It's that constant, it's cataclysmic to a point. I mean, there was times when she would just literally say, I've had enough Kel today, and she cut me off. She's like, I just cannot take any more Kel today, because kind of like some of the things that I said to her, some of the ways that I got her to think, and she was just like, the problem is, Kel, you scare me. The stuff you speak about, the stuff you know about the world.
Yeah, mate, and that's very common in a twin scenario, actually.
Apparently.
In my experience, right, and again, like you, like I said in my video yesterday, I had no idea until June 2018 when I had a download, and I had met this person years before, and I hold him 1,000,000% responsible for my awakening. 1,000,000%.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because
Definitely.
I was slammed in my face with myself.
Yeah, and it's quite funny because she said to me, she said it was about 2 or 3 days after she met me, she knew that I was the one for her forever, and she fell completely in love with me. Now, she's not gay, and she said, I don't see you as a boy or a girl, you are Kel, and I am so in love with you. You are the other half of my soul. She said all that.
Wow.
Okay, and it was just like, and then she started having the Kundalini activation. I don't know if you've had that. Okay, so you know, the whole spine tingling. Again, like if I look back, I didn't know I was a twin. I had no idea what it was. I was just like, oh my God, she's just amazing and gorgeous and whatever. But it's only now can I look at it and say, like you said in your video yesterday, you know, you've got to have a difference. Okay, well, she's straight. Okay, so she doesn't even entertain the idea of a woman. She's never looked at a woman and fancied a woman, but it's because I'm me. I'm the other half of her soul, so to speak. And it's just, I mean, if you had the telepathy, that is insane, the telepathy.
Right.
I mean,
I can't tell you too much because just in case he watches this video, I don't want to give away too much, but it's ridiculous.
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, we used to have conversations in our heads for anything 2 to 3 hours. And there was times when I would say, did I say that to you on Facebook? And she'd be like, no, I think that's what we said to each other when I was having dinner. So, but it's like she knew, but she didn't know.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
And then that's where the whole runner thing, the runner chaser thing was born. And of course I did chase. Okay. But then I kind of gave up. And actually I did make a load of twin flame videos because I got into that whole, oh my God, I'm so special. I'm a twin flame. Oh my God. God's picked me to be a twin. Sorry to be so gay in camp. Okay. But I was just like, oh my God, I'm a twin. I'm so special. So I did make some videos on my Instagram, my old Instagram page and my old YouTube, which were a little bit spiritual ego, but I've left them on there because if they're going to help someone, they might help someone, you know, so they're on there. But
so just on that point, Cal, just on that point, do you truly believe, because I know this is a contentious subject, we were talking about it before we jumped on today. I've actually seen a few videos recently on YouTube. I haven't watched them, so maybe the titles were a little bit you know, misleading, but they were kind of alluding to the fact that twin flames don't actually exist. Do you, I know this might be a silly question, but do you believe that everybody has a twin?
Yes, I do believe everyone has a twin. I just believe that it may not be in this lifetime, this incarnation. Yes. Okay, so if we look at, I'm sure if anyone's done any twin flame work, you'd have come across Cassidy Kane. Okay, and she has a twin that is in the 5th dimension, so to speak. Personally, myself as a medium, I did a reading on Monday for twin flames where one of them has died. Okay, so, or not so much die, because I don't believe in the concept. Okay, my belief is obviously we live forever. Okay, in just a different dimension. So I actually help quite a lot of twins, and there are around about 5 or 6 couples that I know that are having a twin flame relationship where one of them is here on physical earth and the other one has passed over, but I've got them working with energy, with telepathy. And it's funny how we're doing this video today, and I had a twin flame contact me on Monday, but I didn't know she was a twin until the Zoom call started. And I was like, whoa, that's really spooky. How did you find me? So yes, I do believe everyone does have a twin. It's just, it may not be your journey or your path at this time, at this moment. But please don't wait and chase. Please just don't think it's what people say it is, because it is the hardest thing in the world. But it is the most rewarding. It makes you the best version of you, like it's made you the best version of you, Lucy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's, I kind of feel there's a lot of people out there that are chasing this is the one.
Yeah.
Really, you know, in your experience, and I know in my experience, I would say honestly to you, she's not the one that I'm going to spend in this incarnation in my life. But I'm ever so thankful to her for being the spark to my sort of my journey, my spiritual awakening, if you're with me.
And I think what's really important to say at this point is you can never be in union with your twin until you are whole. Now,
Yes.
I'm just going to caveat that a little bit, because I believe twins can come together and do the work together. I believe that. I can't even imagine how catastrophic that could be at times, I would imagine, based on my own experience. However, I truly believe if you are going to be with your twin this lifetime, you have to have become whole with yourself, because to be able to look yourself in the mirror, i.e. in the eye, and know that that person is you and you are them, and their hurt is your hurt and your hurt is their hurt, you have to be whole, and you have to be on your journey of personal development, spiritual awakening, whatever that looks like to you, to be able to allow that person into your life. Do you think that's fair?
I would completely 100% agree with you every single time. I probably, like some of the people maybe watching, I don't know, but I went, like I say, right into that twin flame rabbit hole. As I said to you earlier, I used to watch hundreds of hours of tarot readings. Okay, I used to watch the divine masculine collective consciousness stuff all the time, and kind of like, I guess it kind of, union is you. Okay, so there are two different things. There is reunion and there is union. Okay, and I do truly believe union is about you being whole as one.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I very openly speak about on my videos is, if you want love, be the love. Okay, there's a lot of people out there going, I want someone to love me. No, you have to love every single part of you. And that means every lump and bump. If you're not happy with your weight or whatever, then that's work that you've got to do on you. Because to be able to look your twin truly in the eye, you've got to love every imperfection, every flaw, everything.
I totally
And that's the whole beauty of the twin flame thing. And I mean, I've watched so many videos on these are the signs of reunion. Okay, I'm not being honest, Lucy. I'm trying to help people here. Okay, but I've probably watched around 40 videos of these are the signs that unions come in. This is the sign of reunion. Literally, Lucy. Okay, but it was all inner child work. It was all because, and I said this to you earlier before we started this. Okay, because of the depths and levels of the healing I needed to do, for me, I chased that twin flame concept because I needed to know someone would love me for all my flaws. That's what I believed at the time it was. So, of course, if you watch videos about you're going to come into reunion, guess what? You manifest it, Lucy. Yeah, you start to see things like a pair of swans, and you're like, oh, this means my twin's coming. Sorry, I'm not taking the mick, okay, all right. But I literally
This
have
is why I don't
been
watch
to that
videos.
level. Yeah, but I'm coming from a different aspect where I have and you haven't.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
so maybe this will
which is
help
why it
people.
works. Which is why it
Yeah.
works.
And I literally have, you know, and I guess, yeah, you'll see whatever it is you want to see, because you're the one that's manifesting and you're that co-creator all of the time. And the secret to it all is be in union with you. Love every single part of you and work on you.
Yeah.
That's what it is, if I'm honest. And I don't, this whole waiting, don't, if you get into waiting energy and you're saying tomorrow never comes, like the Ronan Keating song. Yeah, it doesn't, because you're always in that, well, when and this is going to happen when. No, live your life as if it's already happened, as if it's already here now. That's how I have, because I'm in a soulmate relationship, which is incredible and amazing. And that's because I lived as if I was already in a relationship with somebody. And that's what I believe part of union is being whole and all complete parts of yourself.
Yeah. And it's quite interesting because there's a couple of scenarios that I can think of in the situation that I've been through. And it's very much highlighted my masculine wounded energy. And I'm very open about it, right? You know, the fact that my parents split up, the fact that lots of stuff happened, and I definitely had divine masculine wounded energy. I lived in my divine masculine because it was so freaking wounded. I had to be the man, you know, and for many, many years that was me. And of course, that creates the headbutts, you know, especially
Yep.
when that person is the divine masculine, it does create huge headbutts. And it's probably the last maybe 3 years that I've been really working on relinquishing the wounded part of my divine masculine, because I need my divine masculine energy. I need it to be able to deliver my business goals and all the rest of it. However, I choose this lifetime to live in my divine feminine. I want to live in my divine feminine. And that's something which so many of us out there, particularly twins, don't get our head around, that we are actually a combination of energies, and actually
Yes.
one is more predominant than the other. And if normally when you meet your twin, they will be in the same energy as you, because you need to smash it out. You know,
You're so bang on. You're so bang on, Lucy, honestly. Like literally, when I met my twin, I was in full divine masculine energy. I had a skinhead, okay?
wow.
And like, how long is this? Yeah, okay. And there is that
I'd love
thing
to be
that
that
you do.
brave.
No, but literally, if you knew me before, I've had a skinhead probably since, I don't know, probably about 18 years. But in meeting her, I just decided to grow it. It wasn't a conscious choice, though. Are you with me? I didn't go, oh my God, there's my twin, I want to grow my hair. I know, like, I take care of my nails, I take care of my body, I cleanse and I tone, I do all the things. So I'm very much in my feminine energy. But even though I've not spoken to my twin in well over a year, I still feel her on a regular basis. And I don't know, I'm sure, I think you've experienced this, and I think we spoke about it a little while off camera ages ago, but there are times when my twin has physically cried, okay, and I'll give you an example. I think it was February this year. I got out of the shower really happy. I've got a dog. I was jumping, dancing. All of a sudden, I was on the floor being sick, crying my heart out, and there was tears rolling down my face. And that's what happens in a twin flame, I believe, anyhow. I don't know about you, but if I wanted to, I can tell you probably pretty much right here and now, if I wanted to, I can remote view my twin. I think you said you can remote view your twin as well, yeah?
Yeah.
So I and it was really, but it was really weird. It was like, I don't want to freak my twin out in case my twin's watching this, but I could tell you exactly what she was doing on Monday.
Wow.
Okay, literally. And she also remote views me. Because do you know what I mean? You know when someone's remote viewing you, don't you? Okay, and it feels weird. Now, my soulmate also remote views me, but she remote views me from a different angle. So I know that's my soulmate viewing me. I know that's my twin. Are you with me?
Yeah.
And it's a bizarre feeling, but it's just, oh God, it's just all the emotions, isn't it? And especially at this time, you know, I mean,
I think that's something that we do really need to speak about, because everybody has been talking about, when I say everybody, that's a complete over exaggeration. There are a number of people out there that have been talking about the solar flash, which is due to be happening on the 21st of December of this year. And this is going to be the union of when twin flames come back together, and it's going to all get pulled back together, and it's going to be this massive amount of divine love, and everything's going to be beautiful, and we're not going to be able to avoid it.
Okay.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Okay, I'm going to go with you. I don't necessarily agree with that. I do believe it is the start of an opening. There is a lovely, beautiful woman called K Moon. I used to follow her, like literally, I used to follow all twin flame stuff. Okay, I have closed my Google account and my Gmail account, so I can't be chased by the twin thing. Okay, I've started a brand new Gmail. I've not even searched twins, and do you know what, Lucy? Guess what happens? Twin stuff pops up.
Funny that.
And I'm like, oh my God. However, yes, K Moon speaks an awful lot about the opening and the union window and it being open, and lots of twins are going to come in. And I don't know about you, did you get into the whole wave thing? What waves of twins you are?
No,
I don't know if you've not been down that. Okay, like I said, I've been very deep down that rabbit hole, because
talk to me about
like
waves.
I say,
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's three waves of twins. It depends when you were born, etc. I'm not going to go into it because I'm not an expert, and I don't want people to think that I know what I'm talking about, because at the end of the day, this is like a collective. This is listening to lots of people, if you're with me. But yes, I do believe that lots of stuff is happening, and I do believe twins, yes, they do have to come together and do their work, whether that be in the physical. I can't say where I sit with that. I know my twin has done a huge amount of work energetically wise, even though I've not actually seen her in the physical.
Yeah.
And like I said to you, I emailed her, I think it was the end of September this year. And energetically, I knew she had read it because of how it felt inside of me.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay. And go on.
no,
And then,
totally get that. That resonates with me so much because you just know.
yes. And anyhow, she didn't reply to me. Okay. I just basically I just said I'd never felt comfortable emailing you until this point, whatever. And I told her she was a twin. And then for about 4 or 5 days, I felt her 24/7 completely. And then she cut me off energetically.
Wow.
And actually, then I let go. And then, weirdly enough, 3 days after that, my soulmate found me. And I'm in an amazing, incredible soulmate relationship.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sometimes you have to cut that. And I've got to be honest with you. I was laid in a salt bath maybe about, I don't know, 8 months ago. And I had this chat and I'm like, listen, I am cutting this cord. I have to cut this cord. It's creating things that don't need to be created. Like, it just needs to be cut. And I actually laid there and cut the cord, and my guides went, "You're kidding."
Yeah, I was going to say, I've tried cutting cords with my twin.
You can't
No,
do it.
you can't. And to be honest, right, I used to feel guilty for cutting my cord. I used to do a twin flame come back together meditation because I used to think, oh my God, I've cut my twin off. Oh my God. Literally, Lucy, I have been there. I have done it. Okay, I have done that much chakra balancing. Honestly, I used to literally give myself a chakra bar for about 2 hours because I know, well, I don't actually, can I ask you a question? Do you believe you share a chakra system? Can you answer me that from you
With
as
my
Lucy?
twin?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, see, I'm a little bit, I don't know where I sit with it. Because I think, again, like I said, it's what you read, isn't it? It self-perpetuates. Now, that's probably going to go against loads of people who see this that are actually twin flame experts or whatever. I'm not so sure I can take that but I can say the work I was doing energetically did cause my twin to wake up back in March this year because I got unblocked.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Well, I got unblocked, but she never messaged me, you know. But do you know what? She got a friend, a mutual friend, to message my page and ask about Reiki healing. So I was like, oh, so what I've been doing is awakening you. But she never actually physically has ever actually tried to reach out or contact me at all. It's just been through friends, and people have asked who are mutual friends of ours how I am.
Yeah.
But I've never physically heard from her. So
yeah, it's quite interesting because I definitely feel that we are individually whole, if that makes sense. But I know the work that I have been doing has impacted him massively.
yes.
And we feel things of each other, because even when he doesn't know, like, he'll reach out to me and be like, oh my God, I feel this, or oh, I've been thinking about you because of this. And like, his soul is nudging him, but his human is just closed down or whatever, who knows. But that's what's going on. But the ascension that I'm watching him go through, because, like, we're friends, we're mates, you know, and the ascension, it's very interesting. It's a very, very interesting dynamic. And I've had many people say to me, you can't be friends with your twin. And I'm like, well, I think when you have the awareness and they do not have the awareness, I feel that that's a different thing, you know, because I'm not going to lead anyone. I would never, ever, ever disrupt somebody's life by saying something that I think may benefit me. Ever.
Yeah. I've got to say, I only actually emailed my twin because I was very good friends with a twin flame reader. I still am really good friends with her, but I kind of feel it was part of my journey in letting go. Yeah. So I was in that waiting energy. I'd seen everything. I'd seen all the signs, etc., etc. You know, I saw her, I think one day, Lucy, I saw her name 57 times. and it's not a common name. I told you her name, so don't say it out loud, okay? But
I wouldn't.
it's not a common name, is it?
No.
Okay. And get this, right? Her surname is German, and I think 3 people with her surname liked my page on the same day.
Wow.
You check that out, mate. Okay, no joke.
We need to have a conversation offline about my side of it, because I think your jaw will just be open and you will be laughing your head off, because but it's very similar to what you're saying, but different, if that makes sense. Different things coming in, and it's just extremely profound. But do you know what? As much as, like, before I knew that he was my twin, I found it really fucking annoying. I found it frustrating, and like, why are you being such a dick? Essentially, that's what I used to think. I used to think, God, you're so annoying. And now I'm like, I laugh at it, and I'm like, oh my God, you're so me. Now I have that awareness. And I think, because for me, I don't believe that me and him will be together this lifetime. If we are, whatever, but I don't believe that we will be. I believe that I have a different path in this human physical vessel, which is obviously the ascension and everything. But who knows? I'm not saying that it will never happen. I just feel that right now. And I've got the awareness of who he is and why he landed in my life and why he's annoyed me as much as he's annoyed me and all the rest of it. This is true, right? They annoy you. They make you level up like you've never leveled up in your life.
Oh God, Lucy.
You have no choice but to look at your demons, your shadows, your inner child, and go, oh my God, I have nothing else but to do the work on myself here, because this person is challenging me so freaking much, because it is literally you.
Well, I've got to just quickly add there, I shut myself away for 5 months in a forest in Cannock Chase. I was site-sitting for the Caravan and Camping Club, and for 5 months I did shadow work every single day.
Yeah.
Literally. And Lucy, I have cried, I have screamed, I have thrown up to face my demons and all sorts. And I tell you what, my twin has felt that. I even though I cannot say this is what's happened, I can tell you energetically my twin has felt me cry, she has felt me purge, and it's actually incredible, because my soulmate, she now feels that from me. Wow. And my connection with my soulmate is getting so much stronger. Like, I can feel Nick right inside me right now, and our telepathy and things. So and there's just one thing I want to put out there, okay? I don't know if you ever heard this, okay? But there is that statement that you make to the universe, okay? Where you say, I wish to be in union with my twin flame or something better. Now, I made that statement in January at the beginning of this year, and I believe, personally, for me, my truth, Nick, my soulmate, I believe is my something better. Yeah. And I believe, because me and Nick are going into business next year together, because she's a Reiki healer, she's training in essential oils, all those kind of things, that we're going to have the most amazing and incredible business together. Can I see a life with my twin? No, I can't. And I did say this to you. If I was with my twin flame in a relationship, I can't say openly how many children she has, because people may try and figure out who she is, and I don't want that for her. Okay. But she has a lot of children, and it would be my full-time job. And I believe, like you, I am here to help with the Great Awakening, with Ascension. And that's my path. And being with my soulmate, what we're looking at offering in terms of healing and all those kind of things, that's the person I choose to be with. And that's my choice. And I have free will. So as much as the universe may think that, this is going to be great, whatever, I choose my soulmate every single day. And I say that to her every single morning. I say, Nick, I choose you today. So there you go.
Yeah, it's important. It really is important. And I think, but I guess because I've never really done research, other than when I got the download of I need to research twin flames, and I probably watched maybe 7 short videos back to back, right? Like, there's like 3 or 4 minute videos, right? Or there's like the 45-hour videos. I must have watched like 5 to 7 back to back, and I was like, well, this doesn't and then I had to meditate again, because I was like, this doesn't make any sense to me at all. And then from there, I've not watched anything.
Lucy, I joke. Oh my God.
It would send me batshit crazy. Honestly.
Lucy, I've probably watched close to, and other twin flames will understand this, okay? And like I said, this was all to do with my inner child. This is because I need my twin, you know, and I come from that. And this is why I'm saying I come from that whole set yourself free, self-mastery. But I've probably watched close to maybe, I dread to think, probably 1,000 hours. I've got to literally give it to you. Okay, literally. That's what I mean, jaw dropping. Okay, I have literally watched that many readings, Lucy. Okay, I have watched the signs of recognition of your twin. I have watched stuff from, I'm not going to name people, okay, but I've probably been through every twin flame. I've read twin flame books.
You know
honestly.
what, babe? Do you know what, babe? I genuinely think that 99.9% of people on the planet that believe that their twin is alive at the same time would have done the same. Genuinely, I do.
Yeah.
And the reason I haven't done that is, first and foremost, I've been living in my masculine energy and I'm too goddamn busy. Right?
Yep.
I'll own
Okay.
that. But secondly, I am very, very stubborn in the sense that I do not want to drive my life in a particular direction. Like, I truly believe that wherever I'm meant to be, I will end up. Like, I know I will live in Sydney. I know I will. I know.
Yes, I can actually give that. I can give that for you. Yes, I can give that to you. Sorry, as the medium side of me, I can totally take that. I meant to say that to you actually a while ago. I was like, why are you not in Australia? I did mean to say that to you. But,
yeah,
you know, there you go.
I know I'm going to be in Sydney. I know, and I know that that's where my twin is. In Australia. My twin is in Oz. So
okay.
Yeah. Start dropping.
People.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut this bit out, actually.
Love it.
But yeah, it's like, I know that I've been destined to be there, but I know right now I need to be here in the UK. And there have been many times, particularly when I found out who it was. When I found out who it was, I was like, but this, as much as it made sense when I logically thought about it, it didn't make sense because of so many other reasons. And I actually had a conversation with myself, and I'm like, look, for the last however many years of your life, you have been living on your intuition 100%, and it hasn't done you any harm. It's got you all of the information. Like, I found out back in 2017 that the world was going to get locked down. I found out about the abuse that was taking place with the children, all of that stuff in 2017. Like, metaphysically, I was shown it, and then physically, I went to places. My intuition guided me around the world, and I was physically shown certain things. And I'll be honest with you, like, that was what was in my thoughts. I was like, if I am supposed to be with this person, if we are going to come back together at some point in the future, I have to trust it. I cannot force it, because if I force it, I'll force it away from me. And I feel that that's a message that I would love to give to all of the people out there. I'd love to know what's going on with you, because every now and again you keep looking, and I'm like, I know that some of my guides and stuff are with you.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to not be that medium side of me, if you're with me. Okay, I'm just trying to stay in the moment, the present, the now. You know. Yeah, sorry. It's just that's part of knowing. Yeah, it's just part of knowing Kel is I'm always in a different dimension, or whatever, doing whatever. So yeah.
I'm all right when I'm doing interviews like this, or when I'm doing my videos. Like I said to you earlier, sometimes stuff comes out of my mouth and I'm like, wow, I didn't want anybody to know that. Like, what? And I know I'm being channeled at that point. But doing videos and stuff, I'm okay. But as soon as I'm off video, as soon as I'm off camera, I'm like back 5th, 6th, 7th dimension. I look at things very differently, and I have all the interdimensionals and stuff that come to me, and it's extremely profound. But when I'm doing this and I can see you, and I'm thinking, she's getting some downloads on me.
Yeah, no, and I, like I say, but I don't choose to impart those unless you physically come to me and ask me. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think if I'm honest, I think being a twin flame is incredible and it's amazing. But I guess what I've got to say is don't wait. No. Just do the work on you, you know. And it's not the one. I don't know about you, but I just don't think they're your one. I that's my personal belief. I could be completely wrong.
I think
it can be.
but it's not your only one. And I think that's the way that I would like to put it, is it's not your only one. And actually, from my perspective, I feel, off of personal experience, whenever I start dating, all of a sudden, back in, they know.
I can vouch for that completely, because when I got with Nick, and I've got to say, in making this, my soulmate knows all about my whole twin flame journey, everything. So everything I'm saying, because my soulmate will watch this afterwards, okay, when it's gone out, okay, or whatever. But I have to say, I have said to her, I can feel my twin, and she's like, okay, talk to me. So it's not off the limit. She knows I'm a twin flame, okay. I just believe it's a different kind of very deep love, if you're with me. But when I was dating Nick and whatever, I did feel my twin, and in my head I kept hearing, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you cheat on me, don't cheat on me. I heard that and I was like, I have free will, this is my choice. And like I said, I choose my soulmate every single day, you know. So I don't hide being a twin from my soulmate, and I just need to say it to other people, you know. There's a lot of people who are like, oh well, you know, you're doing the dirty on your twin. No, I have free will, I have choice.
And actually,
And
yeah, what you just said there is really interesting, because I was dating some guy a little while ago, and he actually said to me, Lucy, I know you're going to leave me for your twin. That's what he said. Because I'm really open about it too. Like, obviously, you know how much I'm out there on social media and stuff. I don't hide anything. And this person actually said to me, I know you will leave me for your twin eventually. And I was like, wow, that's fascinating. And I think that's
amazing.
That's a level of insecurity, because like your relationship with Nick, if you know and you can communicate and you can be honest, there isn't a reason to be insecure.
No, and I think one of the things that me and Nick have both said is, I just know. No matter what, I know she's the one for me.
Yeah.
And we just connect on such a deep level. You know, anything that we disagree on, we hardly disagree on anything, to be fair, but if we do, we just sort it out quite quickly.
Yeah.
And it's funny, you know, Nick's working on her inner child development the same as I am, you know. But yeah, I mean, I've had twin flame readings that are going to say we're going to go back together in union, you know, but at the end of the day, that was that reading at that time. And I just want to say that, okay, because there are people, and I've met some people who are like, yeah, but I had this reading back in March. I had this reading that said I'm going to come back into union with my twin. Brilliant. I had a reading in July telling me I was going to come back into union with my twin that month. Hi, I'm not.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I just want to say, you're the one who's constantly manifesting your life over and over and over again in everything you're doing and all you're saying. Just be you. This is about you.
I find it fascinating, because I love, like, my first experience with anything was I actually saw a medium. My granddad passed. I went all in. Like, most people go for a tarot reading or something first. No, I found a medium because I wanted to speak to my granddad who had passed. This is my dad's dad, who passed like 22 years ago now. So a bloody long time ago. And that was my first ever. I went hunting for a medium. And it was only after that I had my cards read. But do you know what? The interesting thing about it is I've never even thought about getting a twin flame reading. Because I'm really nosy.
Wow. Yeah, well, it's funny actually. It's funny how me and Critty met. So she's Starseed Mystic on Instagram, and she just appeared. And I'm not sure who appeared to who first, but I've done a lot of work with her. Not just in twin flame readings, but she did do me a twin flame reading. And then I was friends with another twin flame, and I bought her a reading and whatever. So yeah, kind of like readings and stuff. I don't know. It's funny how you got told. I do twin flame readings, but it's not something I purposely put. I don't say I'm a twin flame reader, but I have probably read for around about 20 to 30 twins, roughly. And it's funny, just twins keep finding me. But like I said, the bit that I do is and I've got 5 or 6 couples that have worked with me that are, one of them has died and one of them is here on earth, and they are having a relationship. And one of my very, very good soul sister friends in New Zealand, she's in a relationship with her twin, even though she's alive here on earth. He pushes her, he talks to her via telepathy and whatever, and the other stuff and whatever. It's just beautiful and it's amazing.
Yeah.
It truly is.
And I think, you know, and I know we spoke about this previously, but I know that we are all having our gifts activated right now. That for me is what the 21st of December is about. I really feel that this month and really like into January, this is about us having our bodies activated, our physical human vessels activated to be able to tap into our gifts, i.e. telepathy, i.e. self-healing, i.e. you know, everything else that we can do, that we have kind of got lost along the way, in the disbelief that we could do it, but actually it's true, we can do it.
Yeah, and I did a reading for a lady in Sweden yesterday, and she said, I'm not gifted or talented. And I said to her, you are, you just got to remember who you are and why you're here. And I did some spiritual coaching with this lady yesterday, and that's what I want to say. You're all of you are just here to remember who you are. You can all be mediums. You can all be the next Lucy or whatever you want to be. You just have to remember. And the biggest thing I've got to say is if you feel it, feel it. Work through that emotion. Let it go through you. Because to feel it is to let it happen. And like telekinesis and things, I'm sure you can do that. You know, I used to, like I didn't know about all my gifts, but I've got them now. And I've got to say, actually, since meeting my twin, my gifts have been activated even higher. So I've stepped away from the trance mediumship side of it, and I've gone much more, like I said, into the inner healing. Yeah, I've sat here and I've made like pens and stuff move on the table. I can make beer mats move in pubs just because it's a bit of fun.
Yeah.
You know, but I just want to say, all of you have got those. So I'm not gifted, but I'm just someone that's awoken a little bit before you. I've just remembered my journey and why I've come here. And being with your twin, that is your whole awakening journey right there, honestly. I tell you what, I have had a crash course in spiritual awakening in the last year, and literally I am not the person my twin knew. And if I did her heading back then, imagine what I'd do now. Nah.
Well, this is the interesting thing. Like, I'm not going to say it because I'll give it away, but I'm often told, Lino, you've changed so much, and it's all because of that person. Literally,
like I say, I don't even know if my twin follows me. I have no clue, darling. I've not even ever physically checked on her social media. To me, she's living her life with her children, being the very best, amazing, incredible mum that she is. And that's what she's here. Her time on this earth now is about being an amazing mum. And I'm sure she's waking people up, and she is such a beautiful soul. She really is. And I'm truly, if I could ever see her again, I'd just let's give her a hug and just say thank you for making me the very best version of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely. It's just amazing, and it's incredible.
I think that's important because, you know, we do need to be grateful for this person. You know, we do need to be grateful for them for pushing our buttons, for showing us everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, when you're in it, the last thing you want is your buttons being pushed. But the fundamental truth of the matter is that's what they're here to do, and that's what we're here to do with them. We're here to make each other evolve as best as we possibly can, whether that's together or apart. And actually that's what you should be looking for in all of your friends and your family and everything like that. I believe all of us should be coming together to make each other ascend and like you say, be their best version. You know, it's not about doing things that just feel right anymore. It's about leveling up. It's about saying, no, I've got something here that the world needs to see, feel, hear. And then it's about sharing in whichever way you can.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that I speak about quite a lot on my lives and my videos and things is, you know, I do try and encourage people, like if you're, you know, if you've lost a partner to suicide or whatever, I will try and encourage that person and say, look, make a video. Your story could be the one video someone wants to see. And there's a couple of people that work with me that started making videos about their journey and their story, and they're starting to get into engagement. So I'm just saying to any of you out there, if you don't have to wait and think you're ready, you're ready now. And I've got to say, I don't know about you, but this is what I was saying to a friend last night. Doing some courses and stuff used to take you years and years and years. It doesn't. Timelines are collapsing everywhere, Lucy. Literally, they're just flying. Okay, like that. Okay, so kind of like where I was 4 months ago. Oh my God, light years ahead now. Yeah, and that's happening to all of us right here, right now, as part of Ascension. Feel into it, and just know that what's for you. One of my beliefs is we'll never go by you.
No, I agree.
If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And that is why sometimes just going back to what we're talking about, meeting your twin in the most random scenario, like the email, like out of the blue, she drops into your email inbox. Like, that's just wow.
Yeah, I mean, if you think how amazing is that I put an advert for a £5. Well, I was only going to reach 1,350 people, and my twin saw it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
amazing.
Just fascinating. It's totally fascinating.
Yeah.
That,
but like I said, go on.
It's
like I said, I didn't go on.
If it is for you, it's not going to avoid you. It's going to hit you whether you want it or not.
Yeah, and I've got to say, I did try and run away from my twin when we were kind of together. I ran from her 8 times, and 8 times she chased me back. 8 times she chased me. And then eventually, when the tables turned, and when her husband So found out about us, then, you know, I did the chasing and she did the running. And then now we're just there's no energy.
So explain to me, why were you running initially? Fear?
Inner child. I didn't know it was inner child though, you know. And it's quite funny, like I made a video on my page about my whole inner child story, and I can't go too much more into it without revealing who she is, and I don't want to do that. But
no, I don't want to do that.
You know, but there was there was a lot, and an awful lot of comments and a lot of help and things that I got. And yeah, I'm sure people could do the math and work out who that person was, but I'm not going to lay it any further. No, but it was definitely a fear. I'm scared. No one will love me. And a lot of it was about the abuse that happened to me as a child, if I'm fair. And it's that whole, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. And it's funny, isn't it? Why did my twin walk away and leave me? She turned around and said to me, I'm not good enough for you.
Yeah, slam it straight back in your face.
And that's why but there was a period where she did like stop talking to me. And there was about 2 or 3 weeks where, I'm sure you've done this, she would be on WhatsApp at the same time as me. She would just be online, and then she'd start typing, and then there'd be no message. And I'd type, there'd be no message. And then, like, I don't know, she used to install Messenger, then she'd delete it to see if I was online. That happened loads. So yeah, it's one of those things.
Games.
Yes, mate. Yes, totally. But
I don't know if that's human games, because we humanize everything, or if that's what our soul needs to do to go through the work of recovery. I don't know, because there is a level of humanism in there, right?
Yeah.
I want to check, I want to see, I want to do that, you know.
Yeah, and she used to, I mean, one of the things that she said to me was she thought I'd forgotten about her. This is one of the times we didn't speak for a few days. And I said, no, how could I ever forget about you? And she went, you know what, I've longed for you more and more and more.
Aww.
And you know, it is a beautiful love story. If I had time, I'd tell you the whole 45-minute love story. But you know, it was a lovely, and it was amazing, it was incredible. But what I'm going to say is, it's what I needed right then.
Yeah,
I needed to know, for me at that time, that someone loved me. So how I felt was so broken, so damaged, so destroyed. All the physical abuse and things that I've had, but it's maybe the person I am today, and it's thanks to my twin that I am the incredible medium that I am. And every day I thank my twin for just the way she's made me the best version of me. And my soulmate, she that woman challenges me. Oh my God, my soulmate challenges me. I don't know if it's as bad as my twin, but you imagine, I've got twin energy and I've got soulmate energy. It's over to you.
Yeah. Mate, I felt that. I felt that. I felt that.
Honestly,
it's like you say, I think having a twin flame and meeting them, there is a level of gratitude that most people will never ever ever appreciate, because it is beautiful. As painful and as hurtful and as awful and as exciting and as lustful and as passionate, as intense as it is, you know, everything happens when it needs to happen. And I am so grateful to this human being for coming into my life and literally turning me upside down, shaking me by the feet, and just awakening me to the person that you see today. I truly believe if it hadn't been for that person, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, it's the saying is, it's funny, isn't it? No, it's not. I just tried to commit suicide just before my twin met me, or found me. And that's because I've been in a very violent narcissistic relationship, just like, you know, you've had violence yourself as well, you know. So yeah, wasn't looking for her. She turned up, but she every day she makes me a better person. And like I say, even though physically we're not in contact, energetically she's there. But then I've also got my soulmate as well. So I'm one very, very lucky person, and I know that. And my gratitude, and I think, you know, your gratitude goes your manifestation. The more grateful you are for something, thus therefore that will come into your life.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I totally agree. Oh my goodness, I've loved this chat. There is so much that I think we could talk about, but I can't go any further.
I'm edging on giving a game away, and
no, we can't do that.
Unconditional love is about loving that person enough for me to know that she is living her life with her family. I don't know what she's doing, but to me, how I feel now, she's happy.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
Same. And that's genuinely how I felt, and actually how I felt for the last 2 years, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, I didn't know that it was this person until May 2019, but I now I look back, actually for the last 2 years I've just been so happy for this person to just be, you know.
Yeah, and I mean I could tell you loads of stuff, Lucy. I really could. I mean, I know when she's dated men. I do.
Sorry, what?
You know, because I've been sat here, I said I know when she's been on dates with men and whatever.
Oh, right.
And I've sat here and all sorts, you know, and I don't know, I just think I think we're coming, it's one thing someone said to me a little while ago is we're chasing that one, but what we're chasing is that connection, and that's what people are, that's what the twin flame thing is, you know, it is that connection. But I just want to say, yes, you have that with your twin flame, but you can also have that with your soulmate, and that's what I've got. So again, like I said to you at the very beginning, they don't have to be your only one. That's my belief, my truth.
I'm 1,000,000% with you. I really, really am. I've loved talking to you today.
It's been awesome. Thank you. Honestly, wicked. Thanks for your time. It's
people
amazing.
People back and they're going to be like, I can't keep up. Just give us a name. Just tell us. But I hope that you guys have found this useful. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to link back to the video that Kel and I did previously on inner child. And I'm also going to link in the video that I did yesterday on twin flames, because I think they're both really, really valuable. Going along with this video as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching as always. Kel, lots of love to you, my darling. I'm just going to stop the recording, babe. All right, thanks everybody.